In this video, we'll be taking a look at 4 NBA games happening on January 31st, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 8 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 4 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. If you're serious about betting, BetAnySports is an offshore sportsbook that offers top-notch odds and an easy-to-use platform. Click the link in our bio to get 30% extra cash on your first deposit. Don't miss out on this great deal. Start using BetAnySports today. Los Angeles Clippers versus Charlotte Hornets. The Los Angeles Clippers and the Charlotte Hornets are set to face off on Friday night in what should be an intriguing matchup. The Clippers are coming into this contest fresh off a victory against the San Antonio Spurs, showcasing their ability to handle weaker opponents with efficiency. On the other hand, the Hornets are reeling from a crushing defeat at the hands of the Brooklyn Nets, a team that has also been struggling. Charlotte's blowout loss further highlights their ongoing struggles, and they will need to step up significantly if they hope to be competitive against a much stronger Clippers squad. Los Angeles is still dealing with a few injuries, as both Chris Dunn and Cam Christie remain sidelined for this matchup. Meanwhile, Charlotte will once again be without Mark Williams, adding to their long list of unavailable players. The Hornets have been plagued by injuries throughout the season, which has severely hindered their ability to develop chemistry and establish cohesion among their young core. Their offensive struggles have been particularly glaring, as they rank near the bottom of the league in several key statistical categories. Charlotte currently sits at 28th in the NBA in points per game, fast break points, field goals made per game, and defensive rating. Their efficiency issues are further magnified by their ranking of 29th in assist-to-turnover ratio and dead last in field goal percentage. On the flip side, the Clippers are beginning to get healthier, and the return of Kawhi Leonard has made a noticeable impact on their overall performance. James Harden, Norman Powell, and Ivica Zubac carried much of the load in Leonard's absence, and the significant playing time their role players have received could prove beneficial later in the season. While Los Angeles has been steadily improving on the offensive end, their defense remains their strong suit, ranking among the best in the NBA. The Clippers currently hold the second best defensive rating in the league and rank 3rd in opponents' points per game, field goals made per game, 3-point percentage allowed, and steals per game. The Charlotte Hornets are currently missing their 2 best players, and their absence is having a massive impact on the team's overall performance. Over their last 5 games, Charlotte has managed to win just once, with 4 losses further sinking their already dismal record. One of those losses was a lopsided 21-point defeat at the hands of a Brooklyn Nets team that has been dealing with its own set of injuries and struggles. Given the Hornets' current state, it is incredibly difficult to place any confidence in them, regardless of the betting line. On the other hand, the Clippers are mostly healthy and have been in excellent form, covering the spread in 8 of their last 9 games. This stark contrast in momentum between the two teams makes it evident that Los Angeles is in a far better position heading into this matchup. Los Angeles enters this contest with a significant amount of momentum, and they appear to be improving with each passing game. Unfortunately, the same cannot be said for the Hornets, who are just dominated by a slumping Nets team. Given the current form of both squads, the Clippers should have little trouble securing a victory. Expect Los Angeles to control both ends of the floor, capitalizing on Charlotte's defensive weaknesses while simultaneously shutting down their already inefficient offense. While double-digit point spreads can sometimes be risky, particularly for road teams, there is simply no viable argument for backing the Hornets under these conditions. So the Los Angeles Clippers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. When examining the total for this game, historical trends point toward the under. The under has hit in 33 of the Clippers' last 55 games, including 29-18 this season. Additionally, when facing teams from the Eastern Conference, the under has cashed in 8 of their last 13 matchups. On the other hand, the Hornets have seen the under hit in 9 of their last 12 games against Western Conference opponents. Furthermore, following a loss, Charlotte has gone under in 21 of their last 31 games, making the case even stronger for a low-scoring affair in this upcoming clash with the Clippers. Los Angeles has established itself as one of the premier defensive teams in the NBA, and given Charlotte's offensive inefficiencies, this should be an easy game for the Clippers on that end of the floor. The Hornets are among the worst defensive teams in the league and will be significantly weakened without some of their top scorers. Los Angeles is highly effective at forcing turnovers, ranking 6th in forced turnovers, and they also excel at limiting second-chance opportunities, as they are second in defensive rebounding rate. This combination of factors will severely restrict Charlotte's ability to put up points. This game is shaping up to be a straightforward win for the Clippers, but that does not necessarily mean they will light up the scoreboard. Los Angeles has a veteran-laden roster that is unlikely to push the pace or run up the score in garbage time, especially considering this is the third game of their 4-game road trip. The Clippers rank 20th in pace, while the Hornets are even slower at 23rd, which indicates that this game will likely be played at a methodical and deliberate tempo. Charlotte's offensive woes are further emphasized by their recent 83-point performance against a Brooklyn Nets team that ranks just 24th in defensive rating. The Hornets have struggled to generate offense all season long, frequently turning the ball over at an alarming rate. With their top two playmakers, LaMelo Ball and Brandon Miller, unavailable for this contest, Charlotte will likely struggle to even reach 100 points. While the Clippers have been efficient offensively, particularly with Kawhi Leonard back in the lineup, their playing style does not lend itself to high-scoring shootouts. Los Angeles ranks 20th in pace, 24th in field goals attempted per game, and 27th in three-pointers attempted per game. While the Clippers should have no trouble scoring efficiently, the Hornets' offensive struggles will prevent this game from hitting the over. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Dallas Mavericks versus Detroit Pistons. The Dallas Mavericks and the Detroit Pistons are set to face off on Friday in an NBA matchup at Little Caesars Arena. This game presents an interesting contest between two teams dealing with injuries and inconsistent performances. The Mavericks continue to struggle with key absences, as they will be without several important players, including Luka Doncic, Derek Lively, and Dwight Powell. On the other side, the Pistons are also shorthanded, missing Jaden Ivey. While the Mavericks have managed to secure some wins despite these setbacks, their overall consistency remains questionable, particularly on nights when they are missing multiple contributors. Without Doncic, Powell, and Lively in the lineup, Dallas faces significant challenges. Meanwhile, the Detroit Pistons have hit a rough patch, suffering 3 consecutive losses. However, after a grueling 5-game road trip, they finally return home, where they will have an opportunity to regroup and refocus. The Pistons are a more competitive team than their recent performances suggest, and with the home crowd behind them, their defense should improve against a depleted Dallas squad. So the Detroit Pistons money line is our full game side pick. The Mavericks have demonstrated an ability to score efficiently in recent games, and they possess the tempo to maintain their offensive rhythm. Additionally, the Pistons rank among the top 10 teams in terms of pace of play, which allows them to generate consistent scoring opportunities, particularly in the painted area, which happens to be a glaring weakness in the Mavericks' defense. Given this, both offenses should have success exploiting their opponents' vulnerabilities, leading to a fast-paced contest with plenty of scoring chances. The game is expected to maintain a high tempo, creating a favorable environment for a high-scoring affair. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Chicago Bulls versus Toronto Raptors. The Toronto Raptors, who currently hold a 15-32 record, will aim to extend their winning streak to 6 games as they prepare to face off against the Chicago Bulls at Scotiabank Arena. This matchup marks the second meeting between these two teams this season. In their previous encounter on December 16th, the Bulls managed to edge out the Raptors in a tightly contested game, securing a narrow 122-121 victory as a 1-point home favorite. Now, with home court advantage on their side, the Raptors will be looking to avenge that loss and continue their recent surge of strong performances. Chicago has once again ruled out both Zach LaVine and Torrey Craig for this matchup, while Talen Horton-Tucker's availability remains uncertain as he has been listed as questionable. Meanwhile, on Toronto's side, the team is closely monitoring the status of Grady Dick, Kelly Olynyk, and Emmanuel Quickley, all of whom are also considered questionable to play. This game marks only the 4th time this season that the Raptors have been favored at home, but given their recent form, it is a well-deserved position. Toronto is currently playing its best basketball of the year, And with Levine unavailable for the Bulls, Chicago will be missing a key offensive weapon. Additionally, ongoing trade rumors surrounding Nikola Vucevic potentially being dealt could add further distractions for the Bulls. Recent betting trends also favor Toronto. Chicago has failed to cover the spread in each of its last 5 matchups against teams with a losing straight-up record, whereas the Raptors have successfully covered in 5 consecutive games. The Bulls have consistently received respect from oddsmakers, frequently being placed as favorites. However, their recent performance does not justify that level of confidence. Over their last 10 games, Chicago has posted a disappointing 2-8 straight-up record while going just 3-7 against the spread. With Zach LaVine sidelined, there is little reason to believe their fortunes will improve in this matchup. In contrast, the Raptors are healthier than they have been for most of the season, and their recent success is no coincidence. They have won 7 of their last 8 games, a testament to their improved play. And they have also been an excellent betting option, covering the spread in 8 of their last 10 contests. Ordinarily, this type of game might be an ideal opportunity for a struggling Bulls team to regain some momentum and get back in the win column. However, the Raptors have quickly emerged as one of the league's hottest teams over the past couple of weeks, making this a much more challenging task for Chicago. With these two teams trending in opposite directions, it is reasonable to argue that Toronto should be an even heavier favorite in this matchup. So the Toronto Raptors to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Offensively, the Bulls have struggled on the road in recent games, averaging only 105 points per contest across their last 4 away matchups. The absence of Zach LaVine only exacerbates their offensive concerns, making it even more difficult for them to generate scoring opportunities. This challenge is further compounded by the fact that Toronto has been playing some of its best defense in recent weeks. The Raptors have locked in defensively, holding 6 of their last 8 opponents to fewer than 105 points. Historically, matchups between these two teams have often leaned toward the lower scoring side, with 7 of the last 10 head-to-head meetings finishing under the total. Given these trends and the current circumstances surrounding both teams, another low-scoring affair is highly likely. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Denver Nuggets versus Philadelphia 76ers. In this highly anticipated matchup between the Denver Nuggets and the Philadelphia 76ers, Denver continues its road trip along the East Coast, making a stop in Philadelphia for what promises to be an exciting showdown. The Nuggets, currently on a 3-game losing streak, are looking to snap their skid and regain momentum as they take on a 76ers team that has managed to string together 4 consecutive victories. Despite battling a series of injuries, Philadelphia has found ways to secure crucial wins, including an impressive triumph over the Los Angeles Lakers on Wednesday night. As the Nuggets head into this contest, they will benefit from having their full roster available, a significant advantage against a 76ers team that remains shorthanded. Philadelphia continues to deal with key absences as Joe Embiid, Paul George, and Andre Drummond are all sidelined for this game. This scenario could be exactly what the Nuggets need to get back on track, with the 76ers presenting a favorable matchup for them. Without Embiid in the lineup, Denver star center Nikola Jokic should have a much easier time asserting his dominance in the paint, both offensively and defensively. With no Embiid to worry about, Jokic won't be forced to exert too much energy on the defensive end, allowing him to focus on exploiting mismatches in the low post. Additionally, with Drummond likely out as well, the Nuggets should have a significant rebounding edge. Jokic is coming off an uncharacteristically underwhelming performance against the New York Knicks, but given his MVP caliber, it is unlikely that he will turn in back-to-back subpar performances. Denver, ranked as the 4th best rebounding team in the league, will have a clear advantage on the boards against the 76ers, who rank dead last in this category. While the Nuggets have struggled defensively at times, they have been solid in defending the perimeter, ranking 10th in the NBA in 3-point defense. That will be a crucial factor in containing Philadelphia's perimeter threats, including Tyrese Maxey, Aaron Gordon, and Kelly Oubre Jr. Given these factors, the 76ers' 4-game winning streak is expected to come to an end at the hands of the Nuggets on Friday night. Denver enters this contest at full strength, whereas Philadelphia remains severely undermanned due to injuries to multiple key players. The Nuggets have struggled recently, suffering 3 consecutive losses, but this game provides an excellent opportunity for them to secure a much-needed victory. The 76ers, despite their resilience, have a glaring weakness in defending the paint, allowing opponents to shoot 48.6% from the field, which ranks among the worst in the the league. This bodes well for Denver, as Jokic should have little trouble imposing his will inside. The Nuggets should dominate in the paint, creating high-percentage scoring opportunities throughout the game. Additionally, Philadelphia has struggled to cover the spread at home, holding a disappointing 7-15 record against the spread when playing on their home floor. Given these factors, the Nuggets are well positioned to capitalize on this matchup and secure a crucial road win. Throughout their recent losing streak, Denver has not looked like the dominant team they were earlier in the season. However, with a relatively healthy roster, it seems inevitable that they will turn things around sooner rather than later. While the 76ers have the potential to pull off an upset if they replicate their strong performance from their last outing, the Nuggets are simply overdue for a statement victory. This game presents the perfect opportunity for them to reclaim their winning form and re-establish themselves as a top contender. Denver, currently ranked as the third highest scoring team in the league, should have no trouble outpacing a depleted 76ers squad that lacks the defensive prowess to keep up. So the Denver Nuggets to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Nuggets have established themselves as one of the most efficient offensive teams in the NBA, ranking third in overall scoring while also leading the league in field goal percentage. This efficiency will be on full display against a 76ers team that struggles mightily on the defensive end, ranking just 29th in the NBA in field goal defense. Additionally, Denver plays at an up-tempo pace, ranking 5th in the league in pace of play, which should further exacerbate Philadelphia's defensive issues. The Nuggets' ability to control the glass will be another major factor, as they rank 5th in the NBA in rebounding, while the 76ers sit at the very bottom of the league in that category. Furthermore, Philadelphia's inefficiency in ball security, ranking 29th in turnover margin, will likely lead to fast break opportunities for the Nuggets, allowing them to capitalize on easy transition points. When analyzing betting trends, the numbers suggest a high-scoring affair. The total has gone over in 11 of Philadelphia's 21 home games this season. Additionally, the over has hit in 6 of the 76ers' last 10 games, indicating a trend toward higher scoring contests. On the other hand, Denver has also seen high-scoring matchups on the road, with the total going over in 14 of their 24 away games. The Nuggets have played at a fast pace, ranking 5th in pace per game, while the 76ers, though ranking 4th slowest in the league, have one of the league's worst defenses, making them susceptible to allowing a high number of points. With Denver's offensive firepower and Philadelphia's defensive struggles, this game has all the makings of a high-scoring affair. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.